Every song has something to teach us. Every groove has something to teach us. We talking about Ain't That Up. We're talking about Johnny Guitar Watson. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Ted and I talk bass. Right. I'm going to tell you that this song is in A flat major or F minor. As I like to do, why do I say A flat or F minor? Well, because here's A flat major. And F is the relative minor of A flat. If there are any two scales that you should learn first and you should know and you should have command of everywhere on the electric bass guitar, it would be your major scale and that scale's relative minor. You get two scales for the price of one. Look at that. I want to talk about this first. Okay, you can use the timestamps below, but this is important. Check this out. You see how I resolved on that F? Once I went to that F, it sounded minor, but see, I could meander around that harmony and I resolve on A flat. That sounds major. You are left with a major feeling. That's something that's important for you to know. So let me reiterate. If there are any two scales, otherwise known as modes, if there are two that you should know, it's going to be the major scale and that scale's relative minor. If you're going to learn any two, learn those two first. Now, we're going to listen to just the A groove, right? Boom. Ba-dum, dum, dum. Simple. Boom. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Right? Where's our F? Let's find the F's that make sense to F with. You see what I did there? Because I think that I'm funny. Leave it down in the comments if you found some humor in that. Anyway, so the first F that's going to make sense to play is going to be the lowest F, right? But don't. Now, we know that in funk language that flat 7 is going to be important. However, if we're playing on a 4-string bass and we got F here, all we have there is a major, E, a half step, E, right? So we can't play a flat 7 from here, okay? We can play it from here. There's E flat and F. We can play it from here, E flat and F. So there's our first F that makes sense. There's our second F that makes sense. And there's our third F that makes sense to play in this groove. All right. So we found the root. Now let's talk about the rhythm. Boom, 2, 3. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Sounds almost, if I wasn't playing notes. That sounds like something a drummer would do, right? So now the bass is the link between rhythm and harmony. So now we're thinking both from a harmonic standpoint and a rhythmic standpoint. One note. I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to play with me real quick. And if you got the video, you can rewind or you can put this with a metronome, but we're just going to play together. I'm going to count it off and I'm going to start off simple. And then I'm going to start, but one note. So watch it and then rewind it if you have to, and then play with me. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, simple. 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, Were you able to keep up on that? Now, I'm going to add that ghost note. Now I'm playing with the length of the notes. And so you know that when they're longer like that, they don't feel as good or as funky, okay? Or appropriate, rather, to what's going on here. But now let's shorten it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing one note, and all this, all that you hear is, I'm feeling the rhythm. The rhythm is internal. If you watch the video I put up about rhythm and stuff, it has to be internal, right? Yes, metronomes are good. Absolutely, 100%. Playing with drum loops is good. Using a tool like Songmaster Pro and playing with, creating your own backing tracks. Yes. But if you ain't got it in here, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody's responsible for the time. And I do not believe that this is something that you have to be born with. I think it is something that you can absolutely 100% learn. All right? So now let's stay in this first fret area and add that flat 7. So we know our box shape. The box shape is like the workhorse of bass playing, right? So remember I said if there's 2 scales that you should know, the major and its relative minor, the next thing you probably should know is that box shape, right? And while I'm at it, if you are interested in having lessons that are practical, real world, get you out there and play with other people type lessons for less than the price of a cup of coffee a day, meet me over at the Groove School. It is linked below and you can get yourself a 10-day free trial. I help players just like yourself be able to play music confidently, either jamming at home or playing with other people. Let's get back into this lesson. So now we're going to add in that flat 7. 1. Watch me first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and right? Now I want you to notice something just naturally, man. I'm feeling this everywhere, okay? It is internal. It's in my leg. It's in my hips. It's internal, okay? And it can be that way for you as well if you are unafraid to do that. Another thing while I'm here, if you're not familiar with the notes on the neck, this is F. That note, that first fret is the note F. It is now and it will always be. If your bass guitar is in standard tuning, that note is going to be the note F, okay? And this note is the note E flat. It is now and it always will be as long as that bass is tuned E, A, D, and G. F, E flat, F, okay? So we're going to stay in this position. 1. Adding ghost notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Now you're seeing a ghost note happen. You're seeing it happen in real life. You dig? So, and let that be a springboard for you to Okay, I'm tangenting. So, you understand? It's vocabulary. If you haven't picked that up yet, you pick it up and then, move along. We're playing this. That groove is over an F minor 7 chord. F minor 7. What are the notes of F minor 7? That was a horrible way to finger that. Check this out. There's F minor 7. Here's A flat major 7, the relative major. You see what I'm saying? Those two shapes. Boy, that's going to take you a long way. So, just to recap what we talked about today. Remember, every song, every groove got something to teach you. So, we learned or reviewed the major scale and its relative minor and the positions on the neck. We listened. We discovered where the most appropriate place, to play and support that groove was, where to play those roots. Then we paid attention to the rhythm. All right. From there, we added just one extra note, which is the flat 7. That shape from F to E flat is from whatever note to a whole step down is a flat 7. All right. And then spiced it up a little bit with the ghost note. Every groove has something to teach you if you know where to look for it. So if you want to go deeper down that rabbit hole, let's go and meet over at the Groove School. You can get a 10-day trial. It is linked below. If you want to stay here on YouTube, that's cool too. Up there is a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Down there is a playlist that I think you should check out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. 2 fingers.